For the past 2 months, 3 months, I have been filming the same video. I've struggled with reading, timing it, and finding the courage to finally edit it. And after a brief hiatus, I would like to say, welcome to the video that almost broke me. Let's read. I feel like I'm giving English teacher core. Wait, what is it? Lore? I'm giving English teacher. Yeah, English teacher core. I'm not going to describe why I look like this except for the fact that we're reading for 24 hours. I'm not going to do reading for 24 hours straight because one, I've never in my life just had 24 hours straight to read. Number two, I just don't think that would be very good for my mental health. I feel as though I woke up with the fear of God in my eyes because I knew that today was my 24-hour readathon. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to my reading corner. We have a wide array of books for this challenge. If you missed my last video, chose these books based on random TBR prompts. So I'm going to show you guys the list that we have right now. Beach Read by Emily Henry. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Okay, calm down. Like Fable by Adrienne Young, Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, Legend Born by Tracy Dion, and The Grimrose Girls by Laura Paul. Okay, so I'm kind of torn between what I want to read because it is September, I think like 2nd or 3rd, so I'm very in the mood for something fall-esque, but most of my fall books are still on the other TBR, and this is my TBR that I chose. First things first though, I am doing like a book club like reading thing with my friend, and I was supposed to read 20 chapters of ACOTAR and I have not read 20 chapters of ACOTAR. I've read 17. So I'm gonna finish those last 3 chapters, but I'm gonna include them on this on this time spent reading, but I'm not gonna tell you my thoughts because that is going in a separate video about ACOTAR. I'm really being drawn to the Grimrose Girls, so I think that that's what we're gonna start first. I have no strategy to this at all. I know people like to oh, I'll have a romance book here and I'll have this here. I have absolutely none except for vibes. So this is where the vibes have led us, is the Grimrose Girls. So let's start reading. Tell me why it took to 170 pages though for me to care about a single thing that Tamlin said. Yikes. Yeah, I just filmed the whole update and then my camera wasn't filming, so I got on my phone for at least an hour. It's now 7:30. I've changed into pajamas. I'm running off of being cold, wearing these pajamas, and eating snacks. No dinner, just snacks. I finished reading to where I needed to in ACOTAR. We've been reading for 1 hour and 9 minutes. I didn't think it was going to take me that long to get through that bit of ACOTAR, but it did, so we're just gonna move on. So we're moving on to the Grimrose Girls. I really want to read Legend Born, but that just has a whole magic system, and I feel like that's gonna be a lot going on right now with ACOTAR. But if this doesn't work for me, we might try something else. We might try Legend Born, I don't know. But I'm about to cuddle up and cozy down. Listen up, quiet down. Or what? quiet up and listen down. Wait, what did he say? My one like major toxic trait about reading is like I just quite literally fall asleep every single time that I read. So anyway, I will see you guys soon with an update. I'm about 26 pages in to the Grimrose Girls. There's a lot of dialogue, the font is really big, and the writing isn't super like lyrical or elegant or anything, so it's like flying by. I feel like that these girls are named after princesses. Like I know that it says fairy tales, and I know that the like not acknowledgements, the dedication at the front of the book says princesses, but I think that the girls are also named after princesses, but I can't figure out which princesses they are, except for Ella. I think she is Cinderella. I feel like the writing is just like immature, maybe. Like it reads a little bit like a Wattpad story, but I am having a good time, and like I don't want to put it down or anything. Like I'm having a good time. I'll update you guys later. Good morning, everybody. Fell asleep while reading at like 8:30, and I slept the whole night through, and it is now like 8 a.m. I also accidentally turned my timer off for like 40 minutes that I was reading, so everything is a hot mess right now.
Nobody else can do this job because you got too much feeling. Stop it! Or maybe you didn't like your seal. Maybe you shot him in the back, that is. By 7 o'clock tonight, we'll be out of the country and you'll never see us again.
So we are about 100 pages into the Grimrose Girls. I love this setting, but I think I stand by what I said earlier. Rory, one of the characters, is like, oh, I really don't like shopping or dresses or whatever. I like sports, and it's like she can only be one thing. But I also don't know if like that's a play on like the fairy tale thing where it's like, oh, like these girls only have like a couple of personality traits, or if it's like the fault of the writer. Anyway though, we're going to get ready to go over to my friend's house, so to the salon. Now our gay apparel. Does anyone know what a eukaryote is? I feel like I know one person who may watch this that knows what a eukaryote is, like off the top of their head. Good for them, honestly. La 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 la. Hey hey hey. Morning chenille tide carol. I dial it, do you? I don't understand why my back cracks so much. Like, what? This has been doing your makeup with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Okay, so this is our drink. It's very cute looking. This is a iced grande pumpkin cream chai tea latte, and I got 1 pump of white mocha. That pumpkin is so good. That pumpkin is so pumpkin-y. I think this might be the perfect drink for the weather here where I live. I think I like it. I think I would actually give this drink a 10 out of 10. And this is just like iconic, show-stopping, stunning, very delicious, and scrum-diddly yum-yum. We're at, not the beach, but like the lake, me and my friend. I'm reading chapter 20 really quick because my friend said that it was really, really good. So I'm taking a break from my other book to read this really quick. I don't like about this book is that instead of them discovering like new information and like using that discovery to get to the bottom of it, it's like, oh, I forgot about this, remember this? And it's like new information to the audience, and I'm like, well, obviously I don't remember it, and it's nothing new that we're discovering together. So, but I'm happy that you remember it to solve the case, I guess. I just feel like that these characters aren't connecting with me. I just feel like I'm reading about characters that are like stereotypes almost. But again, I don't know if that's like a stylistic choice or... Okay, so we are at approximately 4 hours and 41 minutes into this challenge. That's literally no time. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so good. Like, we hardly have anything left. Girl, you got 20 hours left. Except I am halfway through the Grimrose Girls, which is a good thing. I am like tiring a little bit of this book, I won't lie. I'm not tiring of the genre, but just of this book. But it's definitely the writing and the story, because I don't normally get tired of reading books. I like to read books like within at least like a week, because I feel like otherwise I will get so lost that like I just won't even care about the characters anymore. Like, I need to read them in a timely manner. Like, it's definitely not that. I think it's just the writing. I'm kind of like, So my stopwatch deleted. Last remember it having 4.5 hours. My computer has 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm gonna add up the math. We could be anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. I genuinely don't know. So to do a happy medium, we're gonna call it 6 and just keep rolling with it. Some of the logistics of this book I don't think make a lot of sense. One of these characters like can never be out past curfew, like has to come home immediately from school, can never do anything, but she's also like on mental health medication, but like she can't seek any medical help for anything else. So I don't know how she got medication. Are there loopholes? I don't know. You guys, it's been literally a million years, but I just finished The Grimrose Girls by Laura Paul. We've been reading for 7 hours and 11 minutes. I think it took me longer to finish this book because I just it just wasn't, I don't think that this was the book for me. I struggle to read books right after I finish them, but I'm thinking like 2.75 to 3 stars. There were just things that I really didn't vibe with, and then there were parts that I thought were brilliant. And I think like that's the hard part about reading books, because also like when you read a book, like so much time and effort and like love and life and tears and sweat and everything from the author like went into this work. So I don't want to like degrade her work, but just standalone aside from the author as a text, I found that this book is a lot more like telling than showing. It would be like, oh, she was sad, but instead I would have rather had it been like there were tears on her face. Like I just felt like distant. It almost felt like somebody was like orally telling me a fairy tale, which like kind of works for the theme of this book, but it kind of felt as immature as a fairy tale too. But there were some things like the magic and the curses and the fairy tales and the plot twist at the end. I just felt like there were things that weren't fleshed out. I feel like that the ideas were there, the heart was there, the passion was there, but I think like the execution and the technicalities of the manuscript maybe weren't there. But it's okay, we're not going to dwell on it. We're going to pick our next book. Today I was doing a writing exercise and I was like, it just prompted me. I was like, you know what I would love to read? A romance. I'm literally never in the mood for like a just like silly, goofy, kicking my feet romance that isn't like a part of a bigger plot. But I really, really, really want to read a romance. Also, the fact that we are working on our September TBR, we read one book from it and it is September 25th. So that's how things are going. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I think it is time. I'm really excited. This is the only Emily Henry, well, actually that's not true because Happy Place just came out, so never mind. I was going to be like, this is the only Emily Henry book that I haven't read, but that is that is now a fable. So because it's my sister's birthday and I forgot to pick up the cake. As if we were gonna actually make it. Oh wait, I'm really close to your face. Have you ever read, it's like... That is so silly. Why would he do that? Genuinely. They are so delirious. I've never seen such blatant denial in my life, bro. Okay, very tiny grievance, because on the one hand, I feel like it makes him more real, but on the other hand, maybe unattractive that Gus has like a connection with cigarettes. Like oftentimes it'll be like, oh, he tasted like a cigarette or smelled like a cigarette, and I'm like, the scene I'm reading right now is kind of giving the same energy as the Anne Frank Museum and The Fault in Our Stars. I don't know if that's just me. I think it might just be me. But we're on page 288 and we're like 12 hours. We're halfway there. We're halfway into the challenge. I don't sleep enough. I just do not. I kind of just like love when people like react like physically or like out loud to their books, because it's just like a boat?
Huh?
A boat?
Yeah.
Bro, how long that thing been sitting there? Bro, what? That's in relationship with her. Again, not either. Like, you're in a relationship with someone because she tells me that that's married, and she's like, that's married. And I was like, yeah, you were Sonya. Because also, her dad, his son, she thinks that's married. And we think that's married now. And I was like, she's Dylan, but also, you're the one.
I kind of like that.
I can't believe that she doesn't consider herself a villain. I wonder how Emily Henry would react to us responding to this question.
Like there are some things where I'm like, I'm always gonna be optimistic about this, like things are gonna work out. And then there are like always things where I'm feeling pessimistic. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you telling me this?
So, if January and Gus got a sequel, what would it be about? I don't think they need a sequel. I think that if she gives them a sequel, she's gonna give them a kid, and if she gives them a kid, it's done.
Yep. I agree.
What do I think comes next for them? A lot of therapy, trust issues. She's probably gonna get medicated at some point. Grief therapy would be nice for her. So, as y'all have probably guessed at this point, I just got back from the beach. When I started my trip to the beach, I was in a reading slump, but I finished the book while I was at the beach. And I really, really liked it. And I was gonna give a review, but like I just didn't have time. But I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed that book. I think I like Book Lovers a little bit better. I feel like the back half, or maybe like the last fourth of Beach Read, just like was iffy for me. It was still really cute in the beginning. Everything was hilarious, and I love Emily Henry's writing. I feel like that there's a lot to be learned from her writing, so 10 out of 10, but not actually. It's a 4 out of 5. We are 14 hours into the challenge, and we have read 2 books. So anyway, I'm gonna start my next book, which is Legendborn. It is now October, just like I said it would be. And I have not read everything on my September TBR. I've read 2 books. There's 7 on the TBR, so you can only imagine. So that being said, I'm gonna sit down and start Legendborn by Tracy Dion. If this book isn't a 5-star, I'm gonna be really surprised. I feel like I'm going through a history lesson a little bit. Somebody told me today that this book has a lot of like Arthurian legend stuff in it. I don't know if this is true or not. I've been really into that lately, like Arthurian legend, and I think like Knights of the Round Table, all of that stuff is so interesting to me. So if this is related, that's gonna be super cool. I was under the impression that this was like magic, but just magic, but I think that this is like lore. I think what's like off-putting to me, or like what's throwing me off, is that one of the characters is just like name dropping a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. And it would be different if the main character was like, I've never heard of that stuff. But she's just like trying to play mind games with him. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like, can you act like the rest of us? But I am enjoying the book.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Okay, perfect. Hi, it's me from many weeks in the future since I started this challenge. I want so badly to do a Halloween reading challenge. I want to do a little like Halloween spooky, spend the night with me and read. And I can't because I'm doing this. Also, not me thinking I was so far. I thought I was literally 3/4 of the way through this book. Girl, I'm like 1/4 maybe. We are 17 hours and 50 minutes into the challenge, mind you. This video was supposed to come out this week, but it was also supposed to come out last week and the week before that. So who really knows? I am on page 165 of Legend Born. We're on chapter 19. I haven't even given you any updates. So far, I'm loving this book. It's about the Arthurian legend a little bit, but like Arthurian legend meets like modern day high schooler. It's written in first person present tense, and I don't like that. But I actually think it's working really well for this book, and I actually think like I'm enjoying it a lot. I also really like the main character. You know, sometimes you get whiny main characters, and then sometimes you get main characters where like not one single thing ever bothers them, and I just feel like that this girl is reacting so appropriately. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like she's acting so appropriately. This app called Libby on my phone to use like my library's ebook database, and I basically started reading this book also on my phone and my laptop, so that way I don't always have to just like whip out the book. Like I can read it on the bus, I can read it on the go, yada yada yada, and that's been really helping me. Y'all, I think I actually adore this book. I think that the beginning is definitely a lot to like set you up for the rest of the story. Like I feel like the story didn't actually start until like 200 pages in, but now that we're here, we are vibing. I will say that the author like just throws in words that you just learned like 5 minutes ago. just like throws them in and throws them in and throws them in, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? So there have been plenty of times where I'm like a little confused as to what's happening, but overall really good. I just think like you have to pay attention. I also low-key, just a tiny bit, think this book is a lot is more enjoyable if you are familiar with Arthurian legend and know a little bit about the Knights of the Round Table. I love Selwyn, y'all. I'm sorry, I know he's literally evil. I don't care. I'm about halfway through the book. Why do I keep thinking I'm so far in this book and I'm just not at all? 19 or 20 hours in to reading, so we only have 4 more hours. I honestly think that the goal is to finish this book and then see if we have time for any other books. But this book, there's just a lot of words on a page, and there's also a lot going on, so you really have to like focus, so it takes a lot of time to read. I'm gonna continue reading this, and I will update you guys later. Minutes. 2.5 hours left. I'm like 80% the way through with Legendborn, and y'all, it is going down. I do have to say that there are a couple of twists I never saw coming, but like I can see how the author prepared us for them. I just didn't pick up on the clues, so I can't hold that against her. I have like an unhealthy attachment to these characters, but my class starts in 10 minutes, so I have to go now. So much is happening. It's every twist, every turn. It's believable. It makes sense. I understand. There was one that really got me. And also, like, there was something that happened that I was like, this author really just sat down and was like, what is the last thing that they are expecting? Let me do that. And then she did do that. 50 pages ago, I felt like she was dragging it out a little bit. Like the book's just too long. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, everything is moving so fast. So much is happening. We're really close to the end of this book, and also very close to the end of the challenge. We have 30 minutes left. I really want to finish the book. Woo! We just finished the 24th hour. Literally finished Legendborn with 1 minute left in the challenge, so then I read a little bit of the author's note and acknowledgements, but we are officially at 24 hours. The video is complete, and I will give you my thoughts on Legendborn. Stunning, intelligent. The ending felt so abrupt to me though. Like, it was like, oh, they're dragging it out. Oh, it's over. So much happened there at the end. Like, I'm blown away. I also heard that the author is writing a 3rd book to this series, but I haven't heard like any information about it. It's literally 1 a.m. like October 29th. The books in this video are from my September TBR. Maybe the next one I should just do consecutive, because obviously the liberty of having unlimited amount of time to read for 24 hours is not good for me. Basically, I realized that I never filmed an outro for this video, so here I am filming an outro for this video. This is me, December like 26th, and I just wanted to say, you guys, thank you so much for giving me the space that I needed to just film this video, recalibrate what I was doing, figure out what was going on, and now finally present it to you guys. I'm really proud of this one, and I'm so excited. I've edited almost the entire thing, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for 500 subscribers. That's insane. And 1,000 followers on Instagram, also insane. Either way, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who watched this video and subscribed, and all of the things. Your support means the world, and thank you guys for watching this video that I'm really proud of. I will see you guys in the new year, but also I'll see you when I see you. Bye.